Well, you're not going to ask what's wrong? Seriously, so rude. Think of all that I give. All that I give. Blood, sweat, tears, hilarity. Not even a... Are you okay? We'll talk about this later. Alright, I've got a video to record. Since you didn't ask why I'm huffing and puffing, I'm going to tell you. I'm on the Depressionmeals subreddit today. Is it sadder than the Kitchencels subreddit? I don't know, I assume so. It's got depression in the name, so... Depression is bad, so I've been told. Now, I like to have a look at the rules of various subreddits when I first interact with them, and there's a couple that have stuck out here. Do not gatekeep feeling depressed. I didn't know people did that. That's a thing that people do. They gatekeep depression. You can't be depressed. Only I can be depressed, okay? My life is worse than yours, so your depression, it's not real. Mine, though, very valid, very real, so enough. And also a personal favourite of mine, no posts about killing or harming yourself. Yeah, I know this is r/depressionmeals, but I don't want to hear about your depression. Oh, you want to commit suicide? Well, you know what, that's icky. Keep that to yourself, okay? Anyway, enough about the rules and regulations of this subreddit. Let's get on to the posts and, you know, hopefully we feel depressed by the end of it. I say that because it is r/depressionmeals, so I assume we will. So if you don't want to feel depressed, turn off now. Actually, put it on mute, open another tab, watch something else, wait till this video finishes, like it, and then move on. I think that's a fair bargain between us two. What do you think? Found out I'm infertile. Oh, well, we're off to a good start. Infertility, that would make a lot of people depressed. I mean, I guess if you never really wanted to have kids, you wouldn't care. Unless it was like, oh, I never want kids, but I wouldn't mind the option just in case. You never know, the mind changes. But the more important thing, what do I think about the meal? The culinary expertise that I bring forth will be also imparted onto these posts. Can I be honest? I'm sure it tastes good, but it does look quite bland. Where's the sauce? There's no sauce. It's dry as hell. I've seen deserts with more moisture. But I do have another thought that I might be misguided in thinking that this has no moisture, because some of those meals that look like they're moistureless can be the most banging. So, you know, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, alright? You just found out you're infertile, alright? I don't want to put any more pain on your plate. No pun intended, but it would have been good if it was. Everything is performative. Performative. That's performative. That thing right there, that we're looking at, performative. Get it off my screen. You just want the depressed aesthetic, okay? You don't want to be in the trenches, in the tunnels of depression. Performative, get it out of my sight. Missed a phone screening for a job in my field because I didn't notice that the AI scheduler wasn't using my time zone. My attempt at a dill burrito. Is dill burrito like a Mexican dilbert? Is that what that is? Because I haven't really seen the cartoon, but I'm pretty sure that's not what dilbert looks like. And you know what, that is depressing, you know? You're hoping to get a job in your field, you know, it's a tough labour market, and you miss the interview because the AI scheduled it for a time, but it wasn't in your time zone. That is depressing. I think we should kill all tech bros. Sister killed my cat. On purpose? I'm assuming these things have context if I click on them, so I'm going to do that. Oh, it does. Okay, well, that's good. But before we get onto that meal, yeah, I've been there. That's the meal of someone who couldn't be fucked. My organs do hurt just looking at it, but it would taste really good. Eating my feelings and have spent the last 2 days asleep, high or curled in bed sobbing. I feel so fucking bad for hating her since she's 12 and struggling with mental health and trauma. Your 12-year-old sister killed a cat? Again, it might have been an accident, but if it's on purpose, I would keep a watch. I'd keep a watchful eye. And she just lost her pet dogs. But fuck man, she got 5150, but that won't bring my cat back. Well, that is true. I don't know why being 5150 would bring your cat back. That doesn't correlate, but we'll continue. His x-ray of his lungs was black and his spine was broken. He lost oxygen to his brain and his organs were beginning to shut down. He spent the last day of his life in excruciating pain by the person he loved the most. The last thing he did was lift his head up and look at me and meow, and I literally collapsed. One of the worst days of my life, while she spent the first 12 hours of hers going to school like nothing happened. She admitted that she knew that it would hurt him badly. Her reason? Wasn't allowed to walk to 7-Eleven at midnight. She murdered a cat because she couldn't handle being told no. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Your mentally ill sister may kill someone. Killing an animal is usually the first sign. Put her in a facility for as long as possible. She kept saying, I'm so sorry, but she made the choice to not say anything until it was too late. Edit, for people wondering what she could have done to hurt him so badly, she squeezed him to death. Yeah, I don't like any of that. That's awful. Like this time it was your cat. Next time, might be a human. Whatever mental health drug she's on, double it. Then give it to her and double it again. I'm pretty sure I'm nowhere near this girl and I'm still scared. Like, how do you even move on from that after your siblings killed one of your pets? And not accidentally, they meant to do it. Like, how do you move forward? My condolences to you for your pet cat. I hope your sister gets better and doesn't move on to killing humans. I would sell my soul to be beautiful. As someone who's heaps beautiful themselves, it's not all it's cracked up to be, you know. Beautiful people have problems too. You think the grass is greener? It's not. My grandmother committed suicide. Now, this started off a little bit fun, and now, yeah, we're depressed. So I guess this subreddit's working. I mean, that's something you don't hear very often. A grandmother committing suicide. An old person killing themselves? I feel like even if most old people do get depressed, they just go, just wait it out. Michelina's 5 cheese baked ziti. Pretty yummy, actually. Probably compensating since my mum used to get these for us when we were kids. She's also dead. There are some people that have grief just piled onto them just their whole lives, one thing after another. And those people are extremely commendable, you know, they just keep soldiering on. How do they do it? Who knows? Drugs, maybe? I've also discovered that having people close to me die very unexpectedly at a young age makes me probably too concerned for the safety and well-being of those I love and care for, and to know that they're okay. I check on people too much, maybe. Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing as checking on people too much? I feel like that's a good thing. I mean, it's preferable to not checking on people at all, which I feel like most of us do. We don't check on people. Even though we're like, oh, we should check on that person, a lot of us never do. So checking on people too much, it's not such a bad thing. Going to ignore the fact that I'm shitting blood, that is a problem for later too. I don't think that's a problem for later. I think that's a problem for right now. You're shitting blood? Not just like wiping too much and then there's a little bit, you know, I've wiped too much. My ass is raw. Not just that. You were actively shitting blood. You need to have a bowel screening right now. What are you guys having for hashtag dinner? No, we're not skipping past the fact that you're shitting blood. Go to the doctor. Go to the hospital. Although, I guess if you're in America, that's going to be tough. So, hopefully you're not in America. Hopefully you're not in that third world country. And you know what? That's rude, okay? I'm doing a disservice to third world countries because they probably have better healthcare than America. I have ulcerative colitis, so the pooping blood is not cause for alarm. That's kind of normal. You have people around you that you love dropping like flies and you have some disease where you shit blood a lot. I commend you. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could do that. That's... You live a hard life, okay? Annie can shut the fuck up about her hard life, alright? Yours is way worse. Oh, I'm in an orphanage. Annie, be quiet for a second, alright? A real struggler's talking. Got married, then got a divorce 5 years later. Does anyone see that? Does everyone else see that? See what I'm looking at? Is that a face? Is that a cake face? I don't like that. I used to think I was never going to make it past 25. Anyway, I got my first brand new box fan today. I feel like ass, but clearly I'm planning on sticking around. And you know what? People might think it's just a box fan, but a box fan, that's a big purchase. A fan of any type is a big purchase, so I think you're right. I think you plan on sticking around and that's good. I found out my girlfriend was a lesbian and she ran away with my mother. Baked chicken. Where was this chicken baked? In the void? What is the pan sitting on? That's a rough two-punch combo, you know. It's not just your girlfriend's leaving you. She's leaving you for your mother. If anyone's got a right to be depressed, it's you. And don't let anyone tell you different, alright? Dorm experience. What the hell am I looking at? What is that substance? What is the substance there? Is that supposed to be scrambled egg? Is it supposed to be scrambled egg as a penis? Is that penis scrambled egg? Disgusting! If you're trying to make it accurate, at least give it 2 nuts, not 4. The baked potatoes do look pretty good, to be fair, okay? Maybe it's a touch underdone for my liking. You know, it needs to be a little bit more crispy on the outside, but, you know, nitpicking. But the egg penis, the scrambled egg penis, it's got to go, alright? How do you even make it in that shape? How does that happen? Do you get some mold that you put it in and then scramble the egg in and then mold it up and then put it on the plate as egg penis? Because if you do, you're one sick fella. You're one sick puppy. My parents keep fighting. You know, some of them seem to do that when they, you know, hate each other but don't want to leave the marriage, and also hate you, more importantly. If they ever divorce, don't listen to them. It is your fault. Alright, that's it. I think I've absorbed enough depression for one day. Is this more depressing than Kitchencels? Yeah, I mean, it's in the name. Depressionmeals. Makes sense. Finally, a subreddit sticking to its genre. It's good to see, even though it's about being depressed. But, you know, let's take the positives out of it. That's how you know I'm not depressed, because I take the positives out of the worst of situations. Or maybe I'm just lobotomized, who knows. Anyway, like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Don't be depressed, alright? Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, you can't help that you're depressed? Okay. How about you just, like, not be it? Yeah, okay. How about you just try not being it? Ever thought about that? Like, how about just, like, not being sad? How about not feeling unworthy and being in a spiral of the deep, dark depths? Ever tried that? Alright, that's my advice. Bye.
Shifty, Drongo.
I love Shifty Drongo.